been talking about it all morning. It's Canada Day, as you know, I'm sure. So in honour of our pals across the Atlantic, we're incorporating Canada's most famous food export into our recipes today, which is...
maple syrup.
Correct.
Martin O'Donnell from the 12 in Barna, County Galway, joins us with a big vat of maple syrup, which, by the way, Mrs. Delaney, the lovely Lisa, her favourite thing in the world is maple syrup.
Oh, yeah?
She texted me
on anything
5 minutes ago and said, well done on winning the maple syrup. So I'm afraid that's coming home with
me. It's not going back to the hotel, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry about that, Martin.
Right, what are we doing?
So this morning we're doing a lovely crispy buttermilk and walnut salad. Kind of man salad, lots of meat, less salad. We're going to do a lovely maple syrup vinaigrette.
He must have got the email.
Yeah, he was warned.
So to start off, this is the chicken. It's cut nice and thin. We're going to toss it with a lovely crispy Japanese breadcrumb that's mixed with toasted walnuts.
Lovely.
So it's kind of
chicken breast.
Yeah, it's
and slice it so it's nice and thin.
Exactly, so it doesn't take too long. And it's sliced evenly as well, Tommy. So it's not kind of like cut in half.
And that's just buttermilk.
That's just lovely buttermilk, yeah. Good quality buttermilk.
How long are you marinating
for? It's there for about an hour, just to get the lovely flavours into it.
Okay.
Into the breadcrumbs, nice and simple. Give it a shake.
You were saying breadcrumbs and walnuts?
Toasted walnuts, so it gives it a lovely sweetness as well.
Nice.
Some nice texture and crunch as well.
Boss.
Okay. So it's very simple. You can do this with pork chops. You can do it with any kind of turkey meat as well. So what we'll do is we'll pop it into a nice warm pan. There's vegetable oil in this one.
Now, I don't want to worry you, Martin, but I'd say myself and Tommy will eat more than one.
It's okay. Yeah. I have plan B coming.
Good man, I'm glad.
Here's half a dozen I've made here.
Right.
So to complement this, I'm going to do a lovely maple vinaigrette. And we're going to have a kind of sneaky way of making it in a jam jar. So it's nice and simple, nice and quick. So in this one, we have whole grain mustard. We'll put in about a teaspoon. Okay. Some white wine vinegar or tarragon vinegar.
Would you make your own dressings now, Tommy, would you?
Generally just go a bit of olive oil, a bit of balsamic, a bit of whole grain mustard.
Right.
And done.
Bing.
This is a really, really clever way of making dressings, though, little jam jars.
It is, because you can pop it in the fridge after,
yeah.
And then when you want to use it again, all you have to do is give it a good shake and it comes back together.
What's your dressing of choice?
Probably just a simple olive oil, lemon juice,
yeah.
And salt and pepper in a little jar at that, shake it up.
So you can see here I've maybe, 2 tablespoons of vinegar. So it's usually 1 to 3, so it's 1 vinegar to 3 oil. So I've used a nice, lovely, good quality sunflower oil here. Don't put it too close to the...
No, that doesn't use up too much of Mrs. Delaney's
And then to give
syrup.
the vinaigrette the sweetness, just about a tablespoon of the maple syrup. Lovely. So nice and simple. Shake. Should have covered that with a tea towel.
It doesn't matter.
In case we get a bath.
We're not fussy here, are we?
No.
We're not.
With the chicken.
In terms of the chicken, Martin, are you going to finish in the oven, or
I'm going to pop it into the oven for a couple of minutes.
So you just
when it's that thin, you probably
that's
wouldn't
the
even
danger,
need
though,
it.
isn't it? You don't want it coming out like an old slipper if you overcook it.
I
love those culinary terms you come up with, Tommy. You want to go up like an old slipper in the oven.
I'd like to taste the slipper of chicken.
So, to get the chicken lovely flavour,
you see, now.
we're talking...
And that's proper butter you're using too.
That's real butter. Yeah. This is country hand-churned butter from County Mayo. Absolutely delicious. Really, really delicious.
I robbed a bit of that this morning to cook the old fry.
I was thinking it was particularly delectable this morning.
Well, it's good every week, Tommy.
Yeah. So a little bit of salt and pepper onto the chicken. We'll pop that one into the oven.
Nice and simple, Mark.
Nice and simple.
Good weeks and bad weeks.
And we have the Tommy-friendly tray on this side.
That's that bad boy.
A little bit more generous, knowing that you'd eat more than 1 or 2.
And the walnuts,
I've just sprinkled them on right at the last second, just to get the oven to toast them as well, so it gives it an extra little sweetness.
That's a nice touch.
So just pull this one over here.
Yeah. So just before, literally a minute before you take them out.
Just before you take them out. You don't want to burn them. So pop that one on here.
Lovely, isn't it?
Nice colour on them too.
Easy as pie as well,
isn't it? You can see there it's nicely cooked.
Oh, it's moist. Look how moist.
Still nice and juicy.
That's the buttermilk, isn't it? That's the marinade.
That is the buttermilk, yeah. And also the little knob of butter as well works really, really well with it. So we want to give.
And you could just like pop them in pittas or into wraps or something with a salad.
But even the great thing you could do is do that before you go to work, and then come home and pop them in the oven for 10 minutes, and they're cooked.
Really?
So you know it can be really quick and simple. So the way I'm going to do this, just going to put the chicken on the bottom, so it will actually resemble a salad. But
resemble a salad, yeah.
Cover the good stuff with all this leaves and things.
So we've got lovely organic leaves here. We've got some wild chamomile as well coming through.
Smell that? Can you smell that?
Yeah.
We've got some pickles, so just pickled carrots.
It's organic, is it?
It is organic leaves, yeah, from County Galway. Absolutely delicious.
And this is what? Pickles?
Simple pickles. So we have kohlrabi, which is wafer thin shaved, and it's in a sweet pickle. and some carrot, shaved carrot. With
What is kohlrabi? Well, like, is that what family of veg is that from? Is it
It's a cousin of turnip. It looks the same.
Okay.
It's very white. It's nice and moist, you know. And when you compress them in a lovely fresh pickle, it gives it absolutely lovely sweetness.
Available to buy in
it is.
Fancy food shops.
Kind of looks nice and green.
Yeah.
So again, we're just going to shake our dressing. So it's...
This is the king now. This is the
one that brings it all together.
And this is... So we have the pecans as well in here, so it gives it some texture. And we're just going to dress the salad.
Smell that dressing.
Quite nicely. Don't be shy.
That's a beautiful
quite
dish.
good for you.
It's a lovely plate of food.
Isn't it? It looks lovely now for a summer's day
isn't it?
brunch, lunch.
Absolutely delicious.
Can I borrow your
nice
knife
glass
there,
of white
chef?
wine.
Go on.